Alright guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be spawning in by looks of things on the saloon. Now this is actually a really fun map. I do think it's killer-sided. I can see we're versing a HillBilly. Hello mate. Come on. Alright. Now he has to make a decision. Now this is one of the strongest loops available on this map. And I do not want to be in a situation where we complete this generator early. This is a generator you leave for late game. Looks like he went through and left. That other platform gen can be phenomenally good for us as well. So I want to save both of these generators. Now there is somebody working on that, which is unfortunate. Keeping in mind that I am not in a 4-man pre-made this game. I'm in a duo queue. So there's going to be me and one other gamer, and the other two players are going to be solo queue. I'm going to work on this generator. It's in the middle of the open against a 230% movement speed instant down killer. I think it's very appropriate to get out of the way sooner rather than later, as I cannot respond very appropriately if the killer does come down here. And worst case scenario, if he has Doom and Death Engravings to enhance his movement speed at 300%, I'm going to be in a very awkward area. Now that being said, I'm hearing him rev his saw a lot. I actually think he was opening a couple of things, such as opening up the God, which is going to make the jungle gym a lot easier for the killer to run over at the shack. I know that guy's working on the gen upstairs there. I'm hoping he didn't respond and get off. I can't see an angle of the generator, even though I'm trying to turn my camera, but that is okay. Let's proceed to work on this. This means one person is still unaccounted for. I did see in the bottom left the Obsession's pan was moving, so the killer was with somebody over there. This Billy is wasting way too much time playing House Flipper right now, and not enough time applying pressure towards survivors. At this rate, he's going to be losing 1 to 3 generators very soon. That's Tinkerer. That's nice. I'm mediums, because I stuttered a little bit. That was my fault. A sidestep, try and get him to lunge at it. Alright, now I know he's got Tinkerer, and I can force him through here. I thought I had high momentum on that. He checked the generator by looking then. That's good. I'm the first person he's hit. Won't be able to turn that, buddy. I'm going to just sidestep here, and I should have a nice window to my right. Opening the door, I'm just going to take spacing right back up here. If he revs his saw, I turn left. Looks like he's not looking at me. He's going elsewhere. He lost another generator. Now I know he has Tinkerer, and Tinkerer activated off this generator. I'm going to get Jake to heal me first. I think it's the smartest decision. That way I can play that side window again on the right-hand side if I need to. Knowing he has Tinkerer means I have to pay attention a lot more to what is happening when a generator gets above 75%. But as you see, the killer had appropriate amount of time to come over here as well and apply the pressure when he needed to. It's a very unsafe loop to try and run with him, but he's too focused on the other guy. He's not even going to worry about the generator. He's just looking for a catch. Interesting movement, but he will be able to make the window. Hopefully he baits it. Looks like the killer just made a completely different play. Now there is a platform gen above me. This killer is in a really awkward situation. Like I said at the start, he spent too much time opening up things and not enough time applying pressure towards survivors. We still have the God loop above me. He didn't open up the door on either end. Now, you got to be careful when you play killer. Opening this door benefits you. Opening this door benefits you. Opening this door dooms you. If you open this door, it opens up a really strong loop in here for survivors to run right through and play the window against you as well, okay? So be very careful if you choose to open that door as killer. If a survivor, for whatever reason, comes in here, there is a locker, and it is a dead end. Everything else is locked in here. So just be very, very careful if you choose to open that side door. Anyways, let's proceed to work on this generator with Jake. It was good that these solo queue guys did decide to leave such an important generator to the end of the game. We know that one person has been M1 by the killer, and they have all the pallets to use, and it looks like the killer is still right with the player all the way down there. We can see that he's just standing there looking at him. Gonna break the pallet, see if he mispositions himself. Will he have time to run over there to the left? Yes, he will. Looks like the HillBilly is going to be right up behind him, though, so he has to be very careful what happens, and unfortunately he tried to loop a window rather than playing that really safe pallet near the water tower. Billy has Tinkerer. He doesn't have enough time to come up here, but if he mispositions himself, that's good. I'm going to drop right near him. I know I have adrenaline coming in. There's my adrenaline. I know he didn't have enough time to rev his saw and down me, and adrenaline was about to come into play, and I wanted to make sure I could make it over to this guy in time. Keeping in mind, he could have played the water tower pallet, like we called out. I'm going to make sure we get the full heal on him. The killer will no longer have Tinkerer for the rest of the game, putting them in a really Bit of a dud spot. Unfortunately, he didn't get much value out of it, and he couldn't keep the pressure on guys early, which is unfortunate, but we do all have hard games here and there. So what do we know? We know one of the doors has been opened. I can see a door down to my right based on this massive, I don't know what you want to call it, tower. And that tells me this door has not been opened. Therefore, the other door has been opened. We can hear him rev his saw. You see behind this this little area where the generator is completed, you see the smoke coming out of the top? That's my indicator of telling me exactly where the other exit gate is. This map has very, very good tracking in terms of door placement. Now, we heard him rev his saw a hell of a lot. We can see Jake over here. I should go towards this other door and open it up. I don't know where this Billy is. If he keeps revving his saw like that, he is going to overheat his chainsaw. Then he won't have a form of instant down. It'll just be an M1, unless he has NOED, which I doubt he would have. She's on the door. Nobody's currently in chase of the killer. 2 pistons. Third one's coming up. Looks like we're going to all be able to get out here. Gonna let him know. We can see we got an Ashley there. And that's gonna be game. That's gonna be an educational, informative, rank 1 duo queue survivor game. Now, unfortunately, there wasn't much action there. The Billy spent too much time opening up different doorways, and unfortunately, it turned around, and he didn't have enough time to apply the pressure towards the objectives that he needed to. But anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you're watching this over at YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more educational, informative, Dead by Daylight killer and survivor content like this. If you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. It does help a hell of a lot. Once again, guys, and I will see you in the fog in the next video. Have a good